Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Open Potato. That's right. We're back. Thank you very much to everyone who left a comment in the last episode. There's a helicopter fueling station right outside the mechanical component factory. I don't know why I didn't see this before, but I'm absolutely categorically going to fix it right now. So let's get this deleted. There we go. And then also this deleted. Bada bim, bada boom. That is perfect. Okay, right. So what do we want to accomplish over the course of this episode? Well, there's a couple of things that we want to accomplish. We've talked about them in detail beforehand, but it's probably time that we consolidate all of our knowledge with regards to steel, with regards to transportation, over the course of this episode. So first and foremost, we probably need to get more helicopters on this mechanical component delivery route. For sure, one single helicopter just isn't enough. Like, it just isn't. So as a matter of priority, I'm actually gonna get two additional helicopters here. Hold on, I've just done something stupid. I was meant to, there we go. I meant to keep this open so that I can scroll back to the corner of the map. Why we only have a helicopter pad where we can buy helicopters right over here, I have no idea. It escapes me. It doesn't matter, comrade. It doesn't matter. Central Committee have told me that this is the way that it has to be, and if this is the way that it has to be, then this is the way that it has to be. Okay, so let's get you started immediately. Let's buy another helicopter here. And remember, this is the helicopter service that delivers mechanical components from one side of the map to the other side of the map. There is so much opportunity here. I am very, very, very keen to just use all of the knowledge that we now have at our fingertips to just create a huge, huge amount of productivity. That's right, comrade. We're all about productivity here. Okay, so our lovely little roller coaster. Here is looking pretty darn fine, if I do indeed say so myself. Why on earth is this taking such a long time? This is a disaster. That's what this is. It is a disaster. There we go. Get one more in there. Get one more signal in here, and that should rectify all of our problems, if I'm not mistaken. I understand perfectly what the problem is here. Yeah, so, this isn't good. This isn't good at all. It's because this track... Oh, my gosh. Okay, alright. You know, just delete, like, I don't know, this bit of track or something here. Yeah, this bit, can I highlight this bit, please? No? Alright, it's an impossibility. It remains challenging. There we go. What do you know? We've freed up the trains. Excellent. Don't quite know what's happening there. Oh, look, they can have collisions now. That's cool. Interesting. I don't know what that little exclamation mark means, but it's cool to see. Anyway, that's looking good. And that should all be rectified at some point very shortly. There we go. You can squeeze through here. Cracking. Okay, so there's a couple of problems here, there, and everywhere. I appreciate that, but we're also making significant progress on a number of fronts, which is pretty darn great. Our airport and heliport is just, I mean, it's moving monstrously fast. It really, really is. So that's looking great. What are you doing here, buddy? What are you doing here? Why are you going the wrong direction? What's the issue? Oh, I did kind of torpedo... Oh, yeah, I did kind of torpedo the wrong track there, didn't I? All right, well, you know what? That's fine. This area needs to be tidied up a lot. This is a pretty horrifically bad-looking area. I don't even know what I can do to make this area work, but I just hate it so much. Connect that up over there. Sure. All right, what about that? Yeah, try that instead. That's probably decent enough. Okay, there's two trains currently in here. That's grand. It's so freaking loud over by where the helicopters are. But anyway, that's one thing that we wanted to do today. The other thing that I really wanted to do today was get many, many, many more trains into the service of collecting and moving coal all the way over to our steel production area. So that is very, very important to me that we get that up and running. How many carriages do I have on this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Oh god, who even cares? It literally doesn't matter, right? Yeah, so we need to get additional trains onto this route. Now, this is probably gonna be a little bit messy. Yeah, this is almost certainly going to be a little bit messy because there's not really enough space for super long trains, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, let's add some extra. What am I looking for? Cargo wagon. Yep, we are looking for a hopper car, but yes, it needs to be a hopper car that is capable of giving us coal. Is this the biggest hopper car that we have? I kind of thought that we'd have a larger hopper car by now, but apparently we just don't. All right, I'm gonna need to take out another cheeky little 2 million ruble loan here, which according to the very smart calculations of the comrades in the comments, that's right, that's what you all are. The comrades in the comments have told me that we're going to make our money back super quickly now that we've got a foolproof business plan in terms of building the supersonic aircraft. There we go. Wait until unloaded. Boom, boom. Let's go. And one more of these trains. Perfect. That's grand. And let's head back to the other end. And let's copy your orders onto here. So that should mean that there are now 2. Brilliant. There are 2 trains, or there will be 2 trains, I should say. They can't fit out the door at the moment. It's a little tight. There should be 2 trains that are running to and from this pickup point, as well as this pickup point. So we've got 2 from this pickup point and 2 from this pickup point. That works perfectly. That's great. That works really, really, really well. I'm very happy with that. And that should mean that we're able to load coal at a fairly rapid speed. Now, there is only a 10 ton capacity limit. So it might be worth us getting another conveyor belt from the aggregate storage. But to be honest, I mean, that's not really a truly top priority at the moment. We don't necessarily need to worry about that. What we do want to worry about is the construction of this ore carrier right here. Because I want to move coal, and I want to move coal in much larger quantities than we're currently moving. And to do that, we need more of these big old boats. That's right. More big old boats. We're just about to finish up on our last TU-104 before moving on to the TU-144. So that's also very, very exciting. We're still building CL Matador tractors here, which, I mean, is fine, I guess. It's no big deal. And similarly, we're building these motor cars at the railway production line. I must say, there's a decent number of motor cars that are waiting to be picked up here. I mean, that's what, 6? Yeah, that's pretty impressive, actually. That's really, really impressive. So I think that our production numbers, our production stats are going up here. Definitely seems that way, to be sure. It really, really, really does. I gotta be honest, I'm very, very happy with the way that everything has turned out. We probably need to get more access to gravel. That does seem like somewhat of a priority, but that's okay. Airport, of course, is the main priority for now, and I do indeed suspect that it'll be finished well within the course of this episode, so that's excellent news. Now that we've sorted out the train route, everything seems to be working as it should over there. We've got the brand new coal train coming over here, which I might tweak at some point in the future. We might get a separate conveyor to one loading station and then a second conveyor to second loading station, but that's not a priority at the moment. For sure, that's not a priority. My priority is to actually utilize the steel from the second steel mill. So that does seem like something that we should do. Why are there no workers here? Huh. Okay, I mean, that's absolutely needs to be changed. We just haven't built mechanical components for a while. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, we're pretty much filled. We're pretty much filled on steel storage here, so we got to do something about that. Let's buy a brand new train, shall we? Yes, we shall. We shall buy a brand new train. Can I actually buy... Can I buy a Western train? Ooh. Yes, I can. It's a diesel loco, which is fine, although, to be honest, it could probably be a non-diesel loco. But let's do it. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? We got plenty of dollars. And then we'll buy cargo wagon, and I think open wagon... Actually, technically, the car carrier is a better vehicle to transport steel on. I think. Let's use car carriers. Sure, one more than that is fine. So we'll go here, load 100% of anything, wait until unloaded. Then we will send you right the way over to here. Unload 100% of anything, Kraken, and then we will get you to come all the way back to here. Unload 100% of anything, wait until unloaded, and then we'll head you right back round to the start. First stop is unreachable. Yes, the reason that it's unreachable is because what we need to do is we need to have a little insertion point, a tactical insertion point. That's what we're calling it. Tactical insertion points right here. Now, this may look to the untrained eye... Hold on. I was way to say this may look stupid to the untrained eye, but it turns out that my eye is highly untrained. That's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was just to have a little bridge here. Yeah, just have a little bridge. There we go. Build that, and then it should work, I believe. There we go. It absolutely does. So it's going to go round the loop first, and then it's going to go up here. Now, this probably will not change. I don't think it'll change anything, to be honest. I might delete it at some point, but for now, it's quite okay to just exist. Right, so the 203 workers that we've got coming from Stalnoy now, they should be dispatched equally, and we should see the re-emergence of the humble mechanical component, which is very, very important. There we go. Look at that. Things are looking grand. Wow, we are burning fuel like there is no tomorrow. We are burning fuel like there's no tomorrow. But at least we can fill it up from the pad now. I don't know why I didn't think that that was possible before. Either way, this is great news. This is really, genuinely great news. We are bang out of coal, though. We are absolutely categorically 100% out of coal. And also out of iron as well. Which I kind of didn't really anticipate. Yeah. Okay, alright. Well, I think we just need more people. I think we just need more people. We need more people to process iron. We need more people to work in the steel mills. We need more people to be concerned with the movement of coal around the map, because my goodness gracious me, we need a lot of people to move coal around the map. That's for sure. That is for sure. Where the bleeding heck are you going? The wrong way, that's for sure. Okay, well, no matter. We've got a massive coal train coming along, which is grand, and I'm sure we'll have more massive coal trains arriving at some point soon. In fact, I dare say, yep, we might be completely out of coal over here, and that is just fine with me. That is not a problem, because I know for a fact that we'll be getting much, 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 much more coal very, very shortly indeed. It looks good. It looks really, really good. Everything looks great. This is a bit of a disgrace, actually. The fact that we're only able to load one truck with gravel at the same time is very disgraceful, actually. Where are you going, amigo? Why on earth is this continuing to be such a jammy bit of track? I don't know. I do not know. Very, very strange. But it seems to be working. It seems to be working, and that's what matters. That is grand. Okay, is there any other construction stuff that we need to do right now? Wowzers, look at that. Look at that. All right. Untick tourists from here, untick tourists from here. There is no real need to faff around with that quite yet. I almost wonder if it would be quicker to do trucks to build this runway. I mean, 13 tons of concrete is all good and well, but the amount of gravel that we're presumably able to move to the construction site in one helicopter load is probably fairly minimal. So I've got to imagine that it must be a little bit more optimal to use conventional means. Also, we are loading a lot of containers onto this dock here, which is good. I'm happy about it. You know, it's great news, but it's also kind of taken just a little too long, if I do indeed say so myself. Yeah, it's not exactly ideal, and to be honest, I think we should probably have some more. We should probably have some more trucks that are concerned with the excess movement of resources, because we've got too much alcohol, we've got too much food, and we need to be opening up containers left, right, and center. I will say, though, I do love the container mechanics. This is very, very good. It's very, very good. It's very, very cool. It looks great. We're carrying tourists into town. This is wonderful. It's working exactly as anticipated, so that's great. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm happy with this setup. It's good. It's good setup. All right, let's get you to go beyond the borders. And now, officially, we have started the construction of our very first Tu-144. We've only gone 24 million or whatever into debt in order to actually build this aircraft, but it will absolutely categorically be worth it. I'm sure at some point in the future. It's just probably going to be a little while before it actually is, you know, worth it. Anyway, where's the train that is supposed to be coming over here? Because I suspect you might just get stuck somewhere. Okay, you're going on a little loop-de-loop. Right. Oh, please don't go to a... Please don't go on a loop-de-loop that ends up delaying everybody by a lot. Actually, this looks fine. This looks fine. Yeah, we'll have to see if these car carriers, these modded car carriers, can actually utilize the steel. It would be very, very good if they can. But if not, we're gonna have a little bit of a problem, and we're gonna have to think of some way around the whole situation. That is pretty important. That is pretty darn important. Okay, so that's good. We're well underway in terms of steel construction, mechanical component movement. I mean, we are out of mechanical components. This is not good, obviously. I am irritated at this development. I do not understand why my helicopters have disappeared. They may just be overworked or something. I don't know. We're back in with the coal situation. Yeah. I'm not in love with the fact that the amount of coal that we have is being emptied so rapidly. It's being emptied so rapidly. There's basically nothing that we can actually do about it, but it's okay. It's fine. Not the end of the world. I think we're prepared for winter this time, by the way. I know this is famous last words, etc., 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 but I do genuinely think that now we are ready for winter. Ooh, something else that I was going to do last episode, maybe this episode, I don't know. Haven't quite decided yet. Still in the process of coming to terms with what we need to do. We basically just need way more fields. Like, just way more fields. We have an appropriate transport infrastructure here as is, but we just need so many more fields because we just need so many more crops. And we need to have a storage space for crops as well, because we need to utilize crops throughout the year now. You know, ever since the seasons update, it's pretty difficult, right? I mean, you need to try and get all of the crops off the fields before winter comes, otherwise you lose them. You know, and that's a problem. That's a real problem. So we probably want to overproduce during the summer, save up for some crops over the course of winter, and bada bim, bada boom, suddenly we'll be in the money. So with that in mind, why don't I look to see if I can maybe place down a agro farm? An agro farm V2 actually is what we would like, I believe. Video game. Thank you very much. Where would I find that? Probably in the modded area here. Yeah, so an agro farm V2, I think it's just, has it got more slots for vehicles? I think that's it. Yeah. Parking spots for vehicles, 16. Whereas this has only got space for, it's got space for 16 too. Oh, all right, maybe I'm not actually sure then what the difference is. Right, well, we will assign helicopters to come and do the construction over here. Absolutely, categorically, that's not a problem. Let's go and also sort out some silos. We'll get a linked grain silo here, even though I'm not convinced that we're actually going to use it altogether too much. But we'll get another grain silo over there, another grain silo over there, and then we'll get one of these, one of these, and one of these right here. Now, I'm going to keep a little bit of extra space for more grain silos, because I'm pretty sure that we're going to need them. Just a funny feeling that I have. I don't know why. I've been proven wrong on a whole number of matters before, so let's not take the chance to be proven wrong again. Is that all the helicopter construction offices here? Yep. Where'd it go? Can we not open up more windows than this? What's going on? Alright, don't understand what's going on there. Let's get these to all work on the construction of the agro farm here. Right. Helicopter doesn't have any landing point. That's okay. I don't have to build it all by helicopter, but I want to build as much by helicopter as I possibly can. Because why the heck not, eh? There we go. Okay, all right. So that's gonna be something that just happens over the course of time, which is kind of great. I'm gonna see if I can stick in as many big fields as I possibly can, knowing full well that there is, a decent likelihood. No nuclear excavator nearby. I'm gonna treat myself to a nuclear excavator. There we go. Don't know why I sold one, because we actually don't need to. I say excavator. I don't mean excavator. I mean bulldozer. That's the ticket. Oh, it's just a dream. Okay, already you can see we are at our limits. In fact, we're not even at our limit. It's just the nuclear excavator has run out of fuel, and now it's going to spend 20 minutes filling up with fuel because it does take a ludicrously long amount of time to get there, but that's fine. Anyway, let's go back to placing our big old fields again. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see that? Look at that. We can actually now place fields. Oh, look at that. It works. And the field edge automatically constrains to the available area. Oh, that's so good. I like that a lot. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, clearly it doesn't constrain as much as I would like it to. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, looking good. And then a road up here. All right, this is looking pretty darn nice. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be ready for this year's harvest. We're going to have to wait until next year's harvest. But, I mean, this is one agro farm. In an ideal world, I'd like to get more than one agro farm. Yeah. More agro farms, the merrier. That would be excellent. In fact, it might even straight up be worth us getting a... Oh, what's it called? A truck loading depot? Is that from here? Or is that from the road menu? That's probably from the road menu. Yeah, road cargo station. This is the one. This is the one. Road cargo station. Over here. Probably quite handy, actually. Yeah. We'll get that queued up to the helicopter route in just a second. Let's get a nice, fancy, schmancy road to come all the way around here. And to start construction of that. Let all of this just get built. Anyway, so this is the road cargo station that's going to link into the grain storage over here. We'll see if this is enough capacity, but it might not be. It might be. We'll just have to wait and see. We're probably going to want to get another agro farm at some point fairly soon, because I don't want to stop here with regards to fields. I want to get more fields. We're still filling up. We're still filling up. That's an extraordinarily large amount of money that we're no doubt spending on fuel here. But that's fine. That's it's no big deal. Anyway, so that's underway. That's great. Is it possible for me, by the way, to upgrade my gravel storage, gravel helicopter loading facilities here? Because this is embarrassing. This is honestly, this is just embarrassing. Why is this taking such an extraordinarily long period of time? It's just disgraceful. Look at that. Look at the queues. Look at the queues. It's huge. Okay, we can definitely look to try and fix that, because that is simply not good enough. All right. How are we doing? How are we doing over here? We're not doing too badly, actually. We're not doing too badly at all. It's taken a fair period of time, admittedly. But we're working just about as fast as we possibly can within the current constraints that we have. You know, the current constraints being access to gravel. That's the problem. I wonder, maybe if it's worth me setting up another gravel loading facility somewhere nearby. I mean, this is obviously the best place to do it, given that this is, you know, the heart of where gravel comes from. But, I mean, it is basically impossible to deal with this. I'm gonna destroy it, and then we're gonna try again. Okay, yeah, disappear, helicopters, disappear. Go and cargo. Alright, it's so freaking loud I can barely hear myself think. Right. Let's get one of these. Did that work? That looks good to me. Still can barely hear myself think, but there we go, we did it. And I didn't have to move too much infrastructure out of the way, which is kind of nice. Cool. All right, let's get this built. Let's get this built. Let's get this reassigned. Okay. Gravel, nothing assigned. Oh no, wrong one. Go. Gravel. Boom. Nice. Okay, now that should work, as far as I'm aware. Gravel here. Right. You may now try that video game. See if that makes any bit of difference. It feels like a really bad idea to have... It's like a really bad idea to have so many electricity pylons so gosh darn close. to the helipad landing area, but I mean, I don't make the rules. I just play by them. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I don't understand how it's allowed, but I'm delighted that it actually is. Okay, everyone is being mobilized. That's great. We're now able to fill up with gravel. Hopefully at 3 times the speed. Well, it'll be the same. It'll be the same sluggish speed for some reason. I don't know why it takes such a long time to load up helicopters with gravel, but you get the picture. We're able to load 3 helicopters at the same time as opposed to the previous one, so that'll make a pretty big difference. Tu-144 is taking its sweet, sweet time getting built. Okay, we don't have anyone waiting at the platform, though, so that's a good sign. That is a good sign. That is a good sign. We should maybe start to think about getting electronics set up for our population. That would also be a pretty decent idea. I also kind of just don't really care about my population. Sure, I know that it's nice that I'll get a little bit of an education boost or a happiness boost or something like that, you know? But, I mean, none of that really matters, especially if I don't care. Especially if I don't care, which I absolutely don't. It's a rumor that I care about my population. I can assure you I absolutely do not. Aluminium, we haven't really checked up on this area for a little while, to be honest. There's been not much activity outside the norm here. I mean, we're continuing to transport a whole heck of a load of aluminium to the open storage area, and it gives us a huge amount of money. I don't actually know how much money it gives us, but I'm pretty sure that it's a large number, so therefore I don't even feel compelled to check on it. It's just gonna go forever. Ooh, look, speaking of forever, I think, yeah, our steel mill number 2 is back in business because it looks like the train right over yonder. Hey, look at that. It worked. It worked. Which means... does it actually show as steel on the train? I can't really see. I think the carriages are empty, even though they are definitely carrying 594 tons of steel. I mean, I'm delighted that that is the case. It doesn't particularly matter that it doesn't look that good, but... At least it's fixed, and you know we were able to get a Kestrel. We were able to get a Western train, which is kind of nice. Very cool. In fact, yeah, I like this a lot. It's a nice model actually, a very nice model. Right. Okay. What else needs to get done as a matter of priority? Not much, to be honest. Not much. We are unloading coal ore at a pretty decent rate. We're transforming that coal ore into coal at a pretty gosh darn decent rate. So pretty happy about that. We're now loading gravel at a less than terrible rate, although I'm still not overly happy with the fact that it is very sluggish, but it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I'll say that much. It is better than nothing. I suspect that we probably are still short on boats over here. Yeah, we absolutely are. We need to really do something about that, but I'm kind of just content to let the Lubiano get built, the big ore-carrying boats. We'll let that get built, and then we'll worry about the consequences, to be honest, because there is no real need to faff around with that until later on. So that's good. Right. Stalnoy does need a few extra houses. This is something that I have been thinking about for a little while now, given that we don't really have the maximum number of workers in our steel mill number 2. We do in steel mill number 1, but not steel mill number 2. We also do need to get more helicopters here. Yeah, we need more helicopters to move mechanical components. And in fact, on that note, do we have enough storage? Hold up. Do we have enough storage up here for mechanical components? We can store up to 325 tons, which is great. Also, apparently we just haven't been moving. Also, we should purchase with dollars here. Yeah, apparently we just haven't been moving mechanical components around as much as we should have. Right. Don't really understand why, but fine, I guess. Fine. Either way, that's going to now free up the helicopters and get that all fixed up again, which is kind of great. Something that I should maybe consider. Certainly, we need to overhaul the fuel production system because it's bad at the moment. It's really, really bad. But we should maybe, in the meantime, look at importing fuel manually. So if I get an oil tanker and then I just buy the largest tanker that I possibly can, what is that, 13 tons? The LZ100. I think it might be the LZ100. Obviously, with the exception of the Maz, but the Maz is uncomfortably large. Right, let me buy one LZ100. And you can just go here, load up with fuel, go here, wait until unloaded. Yeah, and then if you could just... I'm personifying this truck perhaps a little bit too much. If you could just drive around and just constantly refuel this tank with a little bit of fuel now and again, then that would be super duper duper handy, because it means that we'll always have slightly cheaper fuel. And in fact, to be honest, there's nothing stopping me from just auto-purchasing fuel here. In fact, I should be doing that, right? Like, I should be auto-purchasing fuel, because this is the best fuel price that we're ever going to get, right? Given that we're super, super close to the border. So we'll do that, and we'll keep this truck active as well. That'll save us a few pennies. It's not going to be huge, but it is what it is. The other thing that we should probably consider is that we did have this hydro. We did have this hydropower thing. And I believe that we had this connected up to the export point here, didn't we? Yeah, we totally did. I should probably reconnect this. I don't necessarily think that it's going to be too difficult to do. But we have to be unbelievably careful about the fact that there are taxiways. There are taxiways that will probably interfere with my power polling. Yeah, so this is kind of... Yeah. What I kind of figured. We gotta... You're not gonna let me do this video game, are you? Because I stuck a flippin' thingamabobber in the middle. Wind turbine. Serves me right for trying to be good to the environment, eh? Serves. Ah. Yes, we've unlocked the secret of... We've unlocked the secret of building on existing infrastructure. Ah, yes, this will change the world if it does not crash the game first, which I am intensely worried that it genuinely might do. Right, is there any way that we can perhaps get, I don't know, something like this going through town? No, I doubt it. Look, this is not necessarily a priority. We don't have to have a high voltage power output to the export point. It would just be nice if we did, but you know, missing that, forgoing that is not the end of the world. I'm quite happy to not worry about that for a little while. This is kind of embarrassing, but it's probably a good sign that we are now utilizing cheap fuel as opposed to much more expensive fuel in a number of places across the map. How are the helicopters doing? Are they still hovering for gravel? They absolutely are. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to like prioritize helicopter building as opposed to prioritizing, you know, truck building. Because for things like gravel, I'd love to be able to say, hey, let the trucks do the gravel. But for the concrete and for the, you know, for the more complicated stuff, helicopters would be totally fine. Helicopters would be pretty bloomin' brilliant at doing those little things. Train collision cannot pass. Let's address that right now. Yeah, it's not a big dealio. It's not a big dealio. Not even close to it. Yeah, that's just fine. And mechanical components, how quickly are we getting rid of them? Not quickly enough. We need a swarm. We need a swarm of helicopters. Or dare I even suggest, perhaps not even a helicopter. Do we need to look at a truck or maybe even a train to get mechanical components out of here? Because this is not good. This is not good. Not good at all. Aha, here comes our steel train. And it loads. That's very, very good. Yeah, again though, we're out of iron. We're out of iron here. We have got a lot of iron ore that is currently being exported, but it is not enough. I think we're probably limited by the transport capacity here. What was that? How did that burn down? This is gonna crash the game, isn't it? I can tell this is gonna crash the game. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, everyone. Wish me luck. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save right now. I'm gonna save right now because I know the bad vibes are coming for me. I know the bad vibes are coming for me. All right. At least this is happening at like some incredible pace, though. It's looking real good. I'm actually really happy with pretty much everything that we've got going on right now. I don't even feel like we're touch and go when it comes to money. Like we are just grand for cash. Ljubljana is consistently giving us a whole bunch of processed bauxite. Processed bauxite, by the way, probably my favorite addition to the patch. I mean, apart from helicopters, of course, because if you don't say that you like helicopters, you will be banished to the Shadow Realm. That's right, that's how it works here. Helicopters are the best, bar none, actually. They are quite simply fantastic. This is highly problematic, actually. This is highly problematic. Can't bring myself to do this. But we do need to do something, right? We do need to be buying in iron ore because we always need max capacity. We always need iron. We're desperate for iron right now. And we need to be trying to hit as high a percentage as we possibly can. So this is a good thing, I guess. We'll use our dollars to buy a little bit of extra surplus iron ore here. But we are pushing up against the limits of what we can process, what we can mine. This is getting tougher. I mean, we've got 100 and, something people in here. Is there any more opportunity for another iron mine here? There's actually an opportunity for 2 more iron mines here. Well, quality of the source is 18%. I don't necessarily hate that, to be honest. Let's fund that. Let's fund that, and let's fund this as well. Need flat terrain? It's okay. We can do it manually. Okay. 18%. 2 18% sources. I mean, I don't love that, but I will absolutely live with it if it means that it'll be worth it, and which I absolutely categorically think it will be. So get that linked up. Get too steep a decline. Easy. Okay, and that should both be within walking distance. It absolutely is. Building without a power supply. Aha! Power supply video game. You know what that means. That's right. That's what it means. It means a freaking wind turbine. Okay, so get that down. That was probably a pretty bad place to put it, actually, now that I think about it. The better place would be behind here. But in an ideal world, it would also be within range of, yeah, the thing down the mountain. what I need to do very, very carefully is to try and plot a course for the conveyor system. And that is going to be what I suspect is the real challenge here. Because I don't know if we're going to be able to cross. Okay, all right. We're going to be able to cross the existing... We're going to be able to cross the existing belt. That's very, very handy, actually. There was a green thing there. Press the button enough times that it actually works. That's great. Oh boy, it's so close. It's so close. I think we'll try this one again. The rest can quite comfortably be built. No. No. It's always the worry. Always the worry playing on 2x speed. With auto purchases on. I was kind of hoping that I wouldn't have to do this, but I mean, look, if we have to, then we just have to ditch that, try and maybe make our lives a little bit easier. It's already fairly challenging, given that we have to deal with this gosh-forsaken cableway thing. I mean, is it even possible for us to get a... Maybe we can use just a regular conveyor engine transfer? Yeah, that might work. Try just straight from here. Well, I didn't think that this would be the difficult one to change or to build, but it absolutely is. Okay, the bug is back. The bug, by the way, thank you very much to whoever it was that said in the comments. The bug that causes half the screen to go like that is apparently due to the wind turbine blades, I believe. So blame the environment for the reason why the game looks bad. Creative solutions to this problem. I am not sure. To be honest, I think that the problem is that it's just too darned high. Yeah, there is no way to get it up and over. Unless maybe we take a different tack. Maybe we see if we can try and get it to go down this way. Yeah, something like that, maybe. I mean, it's a big old challenge. That's what it is. It's a big old challenge to make this work. Because it wants to work. It absolutely wants to work. It just needs a little excuse to get there. Let me try removing that cable, which I categorically assure you I will forget to replace. There must be like a millimeter here. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, I'm just not going to be... I'm not going to be able to go under or through. It's just not going to work. Right, well, I mean, if that is the case, then... Oh, goodness gracious me. If that is the case, then that's fine. We're going to have to just do the ridiculous thing. Which is very ridiculous. The ridiculous thing is just what you think it is. That's right. It involves going... How on earth did that get built? That's my bad. It involves going around... It involves going around here. If there is literally no other way we can make this work, then we gotta make it work like this. It's quite literally that simple. Come on. There's a space here. There's a space here for this to work. Just keep pressing the button. Ooh. This is gonna be a bit tight. This is gonna be a bit tight. I may have screwed the pooch on this one a little bit. What's the best way to fix this horrific solution? You know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe not all hope is lost. No, do not demolish the building, video game. Just demolish the road. 'Cause I have a funny feeling that the road might be our primary problem. All right, you know what? Ditch this. No, do not demolish any buildings. Demolish that though. Yep. Let that build out, that's fine. Okay. Demolish that. Is there any chance that we can maybe make a connection here? Due to infrastructure below? This might just be just a smidgen too close. I think it is. Okay, this is the... I'm telling you, everyone, this is going to be absolutely worth it. Because if it's not, I will eat my hat in rage. No. Well, actually, that might just be... Might just be good enough. Is that really not capable of connecting there? I mean, I'm very surprised that is the case, but we must be ever so close to making this work. Okay, excellent. Video game, yeah, frustrate me to no end. I'm wasting a ton of dollars here, but just know that it will absolutely be worth it. That's what I know. There we go. We found it. We found the route. There was a route there. I don't know what it was, but there was a route. Okay. And now you've lost the route again, video game. Why? Why? It's fine. We can do one more connection. Okay, excellent. So that's one connection. This is the second. This is the secondary. This is the easy one. Let's take these up. Take that up, take that up, take that up. Just make my day and make this like 3 connections. There we go. And that's perfect. That's perfect. That's brilliant. Okay, it looks like absolute trash, but I actually kind of like it, weirdly. I don't know why, but cool. Very cool. Okay, reconnect. Make sure that I reconnect the high voltage power system here. Where did I disconnect that from? Oh, that's a test, isn't it? Oh, was it here? There we go. That's looking good. Nice. Okay, so that's going to give us more iron ore. Is it going to be enough iron ore? I have no freaking idea. But I do know that we are able to successfully move everyone through, which is great. I'm going to increase the number of people that go to the cableway station because we are now able to tolerate a much larger number of people working out of this station here. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good as far as I'm aware. Obviously, we're still buying iron ore in, but that should stop. I hope that we can stop that. There seems no reason why we should need to continue that. Yeah, you're coming through here. That's great. Nice. Okay, I mean, you can only really expect so much of a system that was designed for one singular steel mill. When it's able to almost squeeze in a second one, that's not really too bad. I'm not really gonna be complaining about that situation altogether too much. I think that we can be reasonably happy with how this is working out. Again, it's just a case of getting more people up to the iron mines, and if we're able to get everyone up to the iron mines, then that is great. To be honest, we probably need more cabins, right? Yeah, I imagine that we probably do. Heavy personnel cabin. I'm gonna get as many as I possibly can. Max 31. They cost basically nothing anyway. So let's just get many more cabins on the line to ensure a much more regular service. And that should mean that we're able to get just a few more. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's send the majority of people to Iron Mine 1. Because Iron Mine 1 can output the most. Therefore, we should maybe give it a little bit of priority. But to be honest, I think as long as we have got workers in all 3 of the iron mines at all times, then we're not going to run into any problems. Also, I've realized that the turbine blades have disappeared. Yes, that's probably why the video game likes to not work. That makes sense, actually. That makes perfect sense. Sure, absolutely perfect sense. Although I don't understand how games work, and therefore I literally have no idea why that is causing a problem. But there we go. Anyway, all right. So that's good. The Potatograd fields are, well, they're built, I suppose. It's just the rest of the stuff that needs to be finished now. And to be honest, this is only gonna really start working after these helicopters get done with the aircraft facilities. Oh, actually, it looks like maybe there's a bit more helicopter activity coming out this way now, which makes me think that, yeah, maybe we're almost done with all of the airport stuff. Indeed, that seems to be the case. It does look like it's happening at a reasonably fast rate. What's slowing us down? Concrete is slowing us down for sure a little bit. Gravel is... there's only 3 helicopters here. Only 3 helicopters waiting for gravel. So, I mean, it's fine, but in an ideal world, we'd be doing a lot better. I think there is nothing unfair about that. There's definitely some improvements that we can make, but it's okay. Coal definitely seems to be going a lot more smoothly now. I will say, we don't seem to be maxing out our coal ore altogether too much, which tells me that the number of boats that we have on the line might be a little bit closer to an appropriate level than I initially thought. But we'll just have to wait and see what the situation is there. It seems like we are getting a decent amount of fuel into the oil/fuel storage area, which is also kind of nice. That should help keep costs down just a little bit. Tourists, again, we want to sort of refocus on tourists if we possibly can. It looks like we're getting We're getting all the food, alcohol, and meat that they could possibly need. We're getting that all delivered locally, which is great. It's just a question of what we actually do with the excess food and alcohol that is produced, because we're not selling it. Well, we are selling it, but we're not selling it in large enough quantities at the moment to make a difference. We should also maybe think about delivering it to more stores across the map. Getting a food network set up across the map where we're able to deliver food and warehouses to, you know, to warehouses across the map, and then from there they can be disseminated out to different food vending facilities. That might be a nice idea. That might be a nice idea. But that'll have to wait. We're about 25% of the way through the TU-144 production. It's pretty great. We're about 60 or 70% of the way through the Libiano production, which is also nice. Railway motorcar production just seems to be going through the freaking roof at the moment, and I am loving it. It is great. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, ladies and gentlemen. You'll have to tune in next time to see what the heck happens. I don't know. It's going to be an absolute mystery, isn't it? In fact, actually, no, it's not a mystery. I'll tell you exactly what we're going to be doing in the next episode. Probably setting up aircraft routes and probably dealing with helicopter routes as well. Between the... Oh my goodness, we were able to successfully rebuild a passenger heliport platform without the game crashing. That's remarkable. Yeah, we're probably going to be setting up a whole bunch of routes to deliver tourists to our Leningradsky concentration of hotels over here. So you'll have to tune in for that one. As ever, ladies and gents, thank you ever so much to Banana and Aurelia from the $225 plus tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.